Welcome back to All More Labs, guys, and today we're going to talk about the budget build, except now it's a lot faster. So the budget build, if you remember correctly, is the 2025 F-150 that I bought just to go testing 2025 stuff, 2024, 2025 stuff. This is my new 2025 5.0 F-150, and it's been working out great. So this truck right here, I already went 1095 all motor. Back when I had the Whipple last, whatever, it went 1040. And now we have an ESS supercharger on this truck. If you're anything like me, you thought that any centrifugal F-150 was slow. Because I did. I thought every centrifugal F-150 was slow. I didn't think this truck was going to be fast, personally. I only got this kit because I had enough customers that were interested in it coming out, and I had enough customers that were hitting me up for centrifugal supercharged F-150s that I thought, well, I better have a badass tune for them. And we have that. Not expecting this truck to do anything impressive, really. I really wasn't expecting this truck to do anything impressive. So right now we have the X trim on it with a 95 millimeter pulley, and before we had the regular trim supercharger with the, was it 100 millimeter pulley? And this truck, on the very first pass, it went 980. It went 980 on the very first pass, and then it just went faster and faster as I was getting into it. And it went 980, 960, and then 950. It was about topped out at 950. I might be able to get a little more of it, but in my opinion, it was about topped out at 950. I have the stock transmission, the stock motor in it too. Obviously the intake manifold headers, stall, right? And then obviously the same weight reduction. I haven't gone crazy with weight reduction on this truck because I didn't know how long I was going to keep it. So basically just the average stuff. So interior, which takes 15 minutes to take out. Bumper, tailgate. Easy stuff. And that's the only thing we've done as far as like taking stuff off of the truck. We also have the TBM brakes. So it's pretty basic stuff. Now with the X trim supercharger, this truck went 930. With a stock motor and the stock 10 R80 is insane to me. And it's still shifting, and it's shifting good, in my opinion, for the power and stock transmission. So let's take this thing for a quick drive. We're not going to go too far because it's very loud. And yeah, I don't have mufflers on it. I don't have mufflers, and I don't have mufflers because I wanted it to be loud for no reason. I just wanted to go to the track. I don't drive this truck, so I was like, man, let's make this thing loud as fuck for whenever we go to the track. This way people out in the stands watching, or people right there next to us, have to cover their ears. I just wanted it to be loud at the track. I don't drive the truck very often. This isn't necessarily a cold start. Still decently loud. Hear the supercharger? I'm just playing. You hear the exhaust? Loud as fuck. This truck's pretty loud. That's why I have these earplugs I'm gonna put in here in a little bit. It was much louder. Hey, look, we still got AC in this joint because it's getting kind of warm out. So it was louder because I had the pipes dumped right under the cab, and in here was just a nightmare to drive it anywhere. So this isn't that bad. Having it going out that way, it's not those people's problem, not my problem. So let's go for a little cruise. Maybe show you guys a little watt rip. We're not gonna do nothing crazy just because I want this transmission and this motor to last. I want it to last. So one way I describe it to people, every motor and every transmission has a set number of times you can hit it. Stock motor, built motor, it doesn't matter. It has a set number of times that you can hit it. Maybe it's 1,000,000, maybe it's 5. It just depends on how much power you're making and how the motor's built. So this is a stock motor. It's fast as shit. It's trapping 150. It's going 930 in the street. Virgin road, no rubber down, no nothing. So this is a very fast truck. My goal with this truck at this point in time, I want to run an 8-second pass with this ESS blower, just because nobody's done it. Nobody's gone 8s with, nobody's gone 8s with, as far as I can tell, any supercharged Gen 4 F-150, but definitely not a centrifugal F-150, any centrifugal F-150, Gen 4, Gen 5, or I'm sorry, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 2, whatever. No one's gone 8s with any centrifugal F-150. Us going 930 on the street with a 150 60 foot, that tells me we're right there. We could cut a nice 130 at the track and we can get ourselves an 8-second pass. And if it doesn't get it, then I'm gonna throw more at it. And hopefully the motor doesn't blow up or the trans still shifts. So we're gonna go down, take a little cruise down to Mexico and we'll show you a little rip with this truck. So this truck cruises nice, just like any boosted Coyote. It's gonna cruise fine. That's one cool thing about Coyotes. You can make 1,000 horsepower and just drive around normal, and you wouldn't even know that it's a 1,000 horsepower vehicle. So this I don't know how much it's making. I haven't dynoed it with this blower or anything. I'm assuming it's pretty close to 1,000 horsepower though, based on the ET and the trap, what it weighs, whatever. It's pretty close to 1,000 horsepower. You wouldn't know it just by cruising it, other than how damn loud it is. It's loud as hell. But that's just my fault. I just didn't want to put mufflers on it, just for ricer reasons. If I put mufflers on it, you'd have no idea. You just hear that little centrifugal. I really haven't seen any fast centrifugal F-150s. The fastest one, other than this one I saw, they said it ran a 940. I didn't see any videos or anything of it, but they said it ran a 940. This one went 930, and we're planning on going faster with it. Other than that, I mean, you'd see some Gen 3s go like 950, 960 or whatever. Gen 4s, I mean, there's just not too many doing anything. And then as far as like supercharged in general, Whipple trucks, the fastest like Gen 4 Whipple trucks I see are, somewhere going around, I don't know, 950s or so. 950s, 960s is about average. Like that's the top end on all these guys. And 10 rib, whatever, the whole thing. So the fact that this truck is running a 930 with a centrifugal, which me and I'm sure plenty of you guys that keep up with F-150s did not expect from a centrifugal supercharger, just because, I don't know, people haven't really done anything with a centrifugal supercharger. Maybe it's the people doing it. Maybe there hasn't been anybody that's like, there hasn't been anybody that kind of like knows what it takes to push these trucks to actually push a centrifugal setup. All right, let's go ahead and do a little rip here. We'll do a 3rd gear rip. Yeah, she's fast. And slips a little bit on the gear changes. I'm sorry, it's a stock transmission. Once we get a built transmission, it's gonna go pop, 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 pop. She's rolling, man. She's rolling. So I think this truck went like 460, 60 to 130 on that 930 pass. Man, I'm hoping I could get that 8-second pass. I'm really hoping I can do it with the stock transmission, just because it'd be cool to do it with the stock transmission. That's funny. Whenever you do a pull in a fast truck, you'll get like a notification that you might have been in an accident if you have forward pass. I really hope that I can get an 8-second pass with a stock transmission, just because it'd be cool. If I can't, it is what it is. 930 is already very fast with the stock transmission. I don't think I know of anybody that's gone that fast with the stock transmission. And I'm not chasing micro records here. It's just cool for me. It's just a cool accomplishment for me as a tuner to say my truck went so fast with a stock transmission that I was able to make a stock transmission go that fast. You get me? Shit, once we get Midnight to build us a 10R80 for this truck, it's just going to be easy money because I'll be able to shift the truck higher. Because we all know centrifugals like to be shifted up higher. I'll be able to shift the truck higher, and I'll be able to make more power, and I'll be able to send it down the track faster. Street manners, man. I mean, the centrifugal truck, they all have they're all very famous for daily drivability. They drive just like a normal vehicle. They drive like you got it off the lot, which is the case here. This truck, you kind of don't even notice that it's supercharged until you floor it. Now you obviously hear it. You hear that supercharger. If this was my only vehicle and my most important thing to me was racing, I definitely could drive this truck. Let's get to something a little more relatable. This is our customer Andrew's truck. He's got the same setup as mine, but he's got a standard trim supercharger, and he's got a stock fuel system on E30, stock converter. But same thing, Armor Labs intake manifold, velocity long tube headers, and he's on a 100mm pulley. So on this supercharger with this pulley, I went 950. So this is Andrew.
What's up?
So this truck was full bolt-on before, and pretty quick, we dragged it at full weight and everything. It went 12.1 to the quarter mile. So it did pretty good. But right now it should be quite a bit faster. And like I was telling you guys, this truck's a lot quieter than mine. These trucks, they daily drive. They drive normal. Does it drive like it did when it was full bolt-on pretty much?
Stock, basically, yeah.
So when you're cruising around, it's pretty damn normal. They do change some shit around, you know, make the truck feel a little peppier when you're cruising around, but it's not like if you had a giant cam, single cam Chevy or something. So that's fast. What you need to do to have a fast Chevy, it needs to be almost undrivable.
Yep.
That's the cool thing about Coyotes is, like I said, in my truck, you make damn near 1,000 horsepower, and it's going to drive like it did when you came out of the dealer. So this truck right now is on E30. So he's got a stock fuel system with some, I think we did FICs on yours?
Yep.
Some FIC injectors. We're going to do a full fuel system on this truck too to get it on full E85. But E30, you can get a lot of power out of it. This truck's probably making somewhere around 850 or so wheel horsepower right now. So the cool thing about these ESS kits is that it's like it kind of adds onto the progression. So like if you are, if you're not the kind of guy that could drop 30 grand on a vehicle immediately, like all the people you see on Instagram, this is a good option for you because you can do your headers, and you can get your manifold, you can have fun on motor for a little while, and then, you know, maybe lose a race to the wrong guy and you get upset, and you can just drop the ESS kit right on top with some injectors and boom, 850 horsepower. And you're gapping just about anybody you run into. I really doubt there'll be anybody that you run into on the street just driving around that's going to have anything for this truck. You haven't ran into anybody, right?
Nope, not yet.
Straight up, just driving around. We get kind of caught up in these, everybody's running 3 seconds. Somebody honk? It just turned green. We get caught up in these like 3 seconds, 60 to 130, 4 seconds, 60 to 130, 2 seconds, 60 to 130 trucks and vehicles that you see online that you forget that the rest of the population is going 10 seconds and slower, 60 to 130. So this truck will literally, I mean, I promise you, just an average day, drive around Houston all day long, you're gapping anybody you run into. If you want to race somebody faster than this truck, you're going to have to set up the race. You're going to have to find somebody online, like, hey, let's line something up, or you're going to have to go to a specific meet, and you're going to have to find somebody there to race. But just driving around normal, you're not going to find anybody that has anything for this truck. Now, his truck isn't necessarily quiet either. What exhaust is this?
The Corsa Extreme.
Corsa Extreme. I don't have mufflers, and I'd say it's nearly as loud. It's damn near as loud as my truck. The thing is, I don't have an interior in my truck, so it's a little louder for me. Oh, God, there's traffic. I don't see how Houston has such a big car scene. You can't even enjoy your cars here.
No, you can't. It's not too bad where I live, though. There's like, the reason why I can get so many day logs so quickly, there's like a lot of open roads by where I live, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I take my Mustang out. I'm like, man, you know what? It's a beautiful day. Let me take the Mustang out and go for a cruise, and then boom.
Yeah.
stop and go traffic as soon as I leave the house.
Yep.
As I was saying with my truck, I really wasn't expecting these kits to be, I wasn't expecting to get that great of a result from my personal truck. I was expecting to just throw the kit on because it's a pretty affordable kit that I know a lot of people are going to want, and I wanted to have a good, solid tune for everybody. And it really surprised me big time. I wasn't expecting to have the fastest supercharged Gen 4 F-150 with a centrifugal kit. Especially with all these like 10 rib trucks out here that are making 23, 24, 25 pounds of boost. For some reason, they're not going that fast. All right, we got a little opening right here. So go ahead and put in 4-wheel drive. You guys, if you're racing somebody, you can just put in 4-wheel drive whenever you want. The 4th gear. Look at this.
Yeah, that thing's pretty fun.
That was funny. You guys couldn't see that, but these 2 Chevy trucks were all pissed off at us. It's fun to piss them off even more to fly by them after they get in front of them. So this is making less power than mine, and stock transmission is just hitting nice, man. It's doing exactly what I want it to do. Like I said, this should be making around 850 or so, maybe a little bit more, maybe 870. If you were to get a dual exit, like an X-pipe or something like that, probably make closer to 890, maybe 900. I've seen like consistently that these trucks make 50 to 80 horsepower more with a dual exit, like a X-pipe.
Okay.
Dual 3-inch versus that 1 3-inch. It's just more air, able to get more air out.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. This is a good blower. If you've ever talked to me as a customer, I've always told you, dude, no, what are you doing? Why would you get a centrifugal?
Yeah.
Get a Whipple or twin turbo, and that's it. Mm-hmm. And I think I might have misguided you. I think unfortunately, like I said, I don't think anybody's that knows how to push these trucks have pushed them with a centrifugal supercharger yet, and that's why we see nothing but like disappointing times from them. So we were able to get that 930 out of my truck, even with the base kit, like the kit that you have right now, for it to go 980.
Yeah.
The very first time I took the truck out, it went 980. No extra. I just did a couple wide open throttle pulls before that just to get the tune down, make sure it's happy. And then the very first pass I did with it went 980, and then down to 950. It's just
no, it's impressive.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't feel like a lot of people were doing Sentry blowers on these trucks.
Yeah, no, they weren't, and I didn't like them. I didn't like them because what I see from everybody else, I just see disappointing times from everybody. I don't think it's just an ESS thing either.
Right.
I think ProCharger and Vortec, they probably got their they'll probably be just as good. Yeah. With like a comparable blower package from them, they'll probably be just as good. And it's just the fact that nobody's pushed them properly. Nobody's actually gone out there and done something with them. So this kit being $6,500 for the base kit,
it's crazy.
It's a phenomenal deal in my opinion. It's kind of hard to beat. And let's be real, none of you guys are actually dig racing, and no one in your town is actually dig racing. Yeah. So this is a pretty sweet kit for you to go out and roll race with. You get out dig racing, you're gonna want to put a stall in it for sure. Maybe we could try a little dig real quick. We'll see if we could catch this light. It's fast from a dig too, man. Yeah. It's fast from a dig too. It's a good kit. That caught me off guard big time.
No stall.
Yeah, it's a factory stall.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's rolling. that caught me off guard big time. I was expecting to be like, but no, that shit just ripped right off the hit. So that's comparable to a Whipple. That's definitely comparable to a Whipple with a factory stall. Maybe even better. I don't know.
Any Whipple trucks, hit me up.
Yeah, she's trying to see what's up. Yeah, that caught me off guard. Yeah. I haven't done a pull yet with a factory stall in one of these trucks yet. Yeah. So that honestly, that sold me. If you want an ESS kit, I'm all 100% all for it. Hit me up. We'll get you set up. This is a
Yeah. That's a fun package.
That sold me more than my truck sold me on the ESS kit. And I want you guys to be 100% clear about something. I'm not sponsored, and ESS has not told me to say anything. I bought the kit, my kit, the original kit. I bought it full price. I just went on their website and ordered it. I don't really talk to companies like that. I don't, you know, until I'm ready to sell their stuff. I don't talk to them. I don't go out and hang out with them at SEMA. I don't go out and like go buy some beers with them. I was like, all right, I got enough customers that are interested in this. Let me buy it and get set up a good tune for it. I bought it full price, put it on my truck, ran a 980, and that pool right there, that dig right there, sold me more than my truck sold me.
Yep.
100%. This is a good kit for you to buy, and it's cheap as fuck.
$6,500, and then $1,000 for some injectors, and then
a tune.
there you go. Yep, a tune.
And then it's not super complex to install, so we don't charge too much to install them compared to a Whipple or a twin turbo kit. And it's a good kit. This is plain and simple. It's a good kit. We'll see how fast we can go with it, because I'm telling you, that 930 I run is faster than most twin turbo F150s. Mm-hmm. You got levels of guys that know how to fuck with twin turbos F150s, twin turbo F150s. Yeah, your top level twin turbo F150s, and then you got everybody below. That truck's faster than just about every twin turbo F150 out there. Guys, hope you liked the video. Andrew, you like your truck?
Yes, sir. I love it.
I'm really surprised and really happy with this truck. So, good looking truck too. One thing I noticed too when he had it at the shop, his is black with silver forged stars. Mine is silver with black forged stars. Oh, and he's got a silver ESS kit. I got a black ESS kit. But yeah, I'm really happy with this kit. If you're looking into it, it's got my blessing, 100%. Recommend it. If you want to get it done at our shop, we can get it done here at our shop. We did the ESS kit on this truck. Hit us up, enjoy it. Hit up ESS, get tuned by somebody else. I don't care. You want to get tuned by us, get tuned by us. But I'm really happy with this kit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was informative to you or help you make a decision. I know it's really hard to make a decision.